Today is June the 3rd. It is Thursday. It's my joy to come to you with today's devotional titled, A Place to Call Home. Our scripture reading is taken from Joshua chapter 19. Now, the psalm of Joshua 19 is simply this. It is the final division of the promised land among the remaining tribes. We have in this chapter the lands of Simeon, Zebulun, Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and the tribe of Dan. Now, the names and borders of the cities are too numerous to list here, and there are some details found in Joshua 19, however, that I want you to consider in your devotional and meditation. The first is this: unlike the other tribes, the tribe of Simeon would not receive their own distinct territory. Instead, we find in Joshua 19 and verse 1 that the lands of Judah would surround the territorial area of Simeon. In other words, Simeon, the tribe of Simeon, was found within Judah itself. Now, the question would be then, why would Simeon not be blessed with their own territory as were the other tribes? Now, the immediate answer for that is found in Joshua 19 and verse 9, where we read, the part of the children of Judah was too much for them, and therefore the children of Simeon had their inheritance within the inheritance of Judah. Now, put it in another way, the landmass of Judah was so great and so large that there was not enough members of the tribe of Judah to take up the land. And so Simeon was founded within and surrounded by the land and the territory of Judah. Now that's the immediate explanation. But there is a more prominent, and I would suggest a prophetic significance as to why Simeon did not receive its own lands. And this goes all the way back to Genesis chapter 34. On Genesis chapter 34, we remember that Simeon and Levi, the sons of Jacob, had avenged the honor of their sister Dinah. Now, Dinah had been raped by Shechem, the son of Hamor, the Hivite. When Jacob's sons, Simeon and Levi, heard that their sister had been violated, they determined to deceive Shechem, his father, and their people by inducing them to accept circumcision under the guise of a peace accord, a unity between their families. Well, on the third day of the circumcision, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, rose up and they attacked and they slew Shechem, Hamor, and the men of the city in spite of the agreement that had been made between them and themselves. Well, Jacob, when he learned of the tragedy that had happened, rebuked Simeon and Levi, and he said in Genesis 34 and 30, "Ye have troubled me." Many years later, as Jacob was dying, he remembered the cruelty of Simeon and Levi in Genesis 49. And he cursed his own sons. And he said, cursed be Simeon and Levi, cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will, now listen, divide them in Jacob. I will scatter them in Israel. The judgment against Simeon and Levi for their wickedness was to be divided and scattered among the children of Israel. Now that's the prophetic significance here of why Simeon did not receive its own territory, as was the tribe of Levi. Remember, we have read many times that the tribe of Levi would receive no inheritance in the land. Now, the tribe of Simeon would have land, but it would be in the midst of Judah itself. And then I want to conclude by drawing your attention to one other wonderful moment in our study, and that's found in Joshua chapter 19 and verse 49. Here the Lord commanded for Israel to give Joshua an inheritance. Now we remember, Joshua has proven himself as a servant of the Lord, and a servant who put the needs of his people before himself. But God wanted to ensure that Joshua would be honored for his faithfulness. And we read in Joshua 19 and verse 50, according to the word of the Lord, the children of Israel gave Joshua the city which he asked, even Timnath-Serah in, now listen, Mount Ephraim. And he built the city, and he dwelt there, and he lived out his days there. Now we would ask, realizing he was the leader of Israel, Joshua could have chosen to live anywhere he wanted to among the 12 tribes. And so we ask, why did he choose to live on Mount Ephraim? Well, the first answer would be he was a son of the tribe of Ephraim, and so he wanted to live among his brethren. But I submit to you that that's not the principal reason that he wanted to live on Mount Ephraim. It was because the tabernacle was located at Shiloh, a city of Ephraim. You see, Joshua wanted to live out his days near the Lord's sanctuary, near the tabernacle, a symbol of God's presence in the midst of his people. What about you? Is worshiping and serving the Lord a priority for your life and family? It was for Joshua. In his late years of life, not only did he desire to be in the midst of his brethren, he desired to be near the Lord himself. That tabernacle, that earthly representation of God's presence. I pray that's your desire as well, to be as near the Lord as you might. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.